Hey guys, so today I just want to mention some basic skills about the diagram and the calculation of the total social surplus. And these are the things that you mentioned that you find it quite confusing. Okay, so let's go for today's tutorial. In the chapter of efficiency, actually that is several things we need to able to find in the diagram. Okay, that's the most important part. And what are these? Some of them related to the demand, that is a total benefit, total revenue, and the consumer surplus. And the other part is about the producers. There's total cost, total revenue, and the producer surplus. And to sum up, okay, that is total social surplus, and that is when the output is cannot reach the efficiency output, that will be definitely loss. And if that is the other less important part, this is about the calculation. But if you understand how to calculate this, then that helps you to have a better understanding about the diagram. So we will go for this in this video. But it's not very compulsory for you to find out the numbers, okay? Okay, so let's go for the diagram. And the first part we will go for about the demand curve, that means demand side stuff, okay? There's a three important things: the total benefit, total revenue, and the consumer surplus. By concept, the total benefit, that is about the quantity we have and the certification of all the consumers. That means for this quantity, actually, sorry, for the demand curve, that is a marginal benefit, okay? That means it, for example, in this quantity, the benefits of that quantity, that would be this vertical distance. But because when we consume Q1, for example, this is 10 units, okay? Actually, we enjoy the first to the ninth units, okay? So actually, that is these units we enjoy the marginal benefits, okay? So to sum up, that is a total benefit. That means all the all the units we enjoy here. So that's why the total benefit we boundary by three lines, okay? The first is about the demand curve. Second, about the quantity we consume. And the third is about the x-axis, okay? So that's why this area is the total benefit, okay? So that is A plus B. That is total benefit in this diagram. And for the total revenue, actually we learned this before, okay, in the elasticity of demand. P times Q, very simple. So when the price and the quantity is here, so we know that the area B is the total revenue. And what's consumer surplus? There's a difference between the certification and the amount we paid. The amount we paid is the total expenditure. That means total revenue. That means B. So actually it's A plus B minus B. Okay, so that's A. We enjoy the green area, A plus B, here, but we pay the B part, okay? We pay this area. So A is the consumer surplus. So about the supply side, in this diagram, we have the supply curve here. And what is the total cost? Actually, this is supply curve is about the marginal cost. That means in Q1, the marginal cost is here, and the unit before is the marginal cost of before unit. Above the unit before is these marginal costs. So to sum them up, this area is the total cost. So that's why it's boundary by the supply curve, the quantity, and also the x-axis. Okay, so that is B. And now the total revenue, just the same case, P times Q, so that is A plus B in this case. Okay, and the producer surplus is the revenue that the producer receive. That means the total revenue minus the cost they pay. Okay, so the differences is here. They receive the green square or rectangle minus the blue area. So A is the producer surplus. Then the last one, we just sum them up. Okay, here, where is the TB? According to what we learned, TB is always the demand curve, the Q and the excesses. Okay, so that's why TB is equal to A plus B plus C. Okay, and according to what we learned about the TC, TC is the supply curve, the quantity, and the excesses. So it's about this area. That's why it is C. Okay, consumer surplus is between the price demand curve. Okay, so it is area A. And for the producer surplus, there's about the price and the supply curve. So it's equal to area B. Okay, then total social surplus, the sum up of our CS and PS, or in the diagram, the line between Q, D, and S. Okay, so it is A plus B. So here we know that these notes can help you to find out the accuracy for the find out the producer surplus, consumer surplus, and the total social surplus. And for the calculation part, this part I have to remind you that it's not very important because we shouldn't find the question talking about the calculation in this chapter. Okay, so you just for your understanding. But if it confuse you, just ignore it, please. Okay, so we just go through some of the numbers here. Okay, here the table is talking about the marginal benefits. That is the consumer side. So that is a basic understanding. Because the demand curve also the marginal benefits curve. So actually, marginal benefits and the price, they are the same thing. So the first quantity in price is 18. That means the marginal benefit is 18. Second is 14, so marginal benefit is 14. So far and so on. So actually, they are exactly the same with the price. P is equal to MB. Okay? And the total benefit, we just sum up all the marginal benefits. Okay? For example, in first quantity, the total is only one quantity, right? So it's 18. But for the second one, if we buy 2 units, that means the 18 and also the 14 is counted. So we have 32 here. And for the third unit, okay, we buy 3 units. The total is including the first, the second, and the third. So that's 42. Okay, and to sum up, so far and so on, we have all these numbers. And about the total revenue or total expenditure, okay, for consumer, that is a total expenditure. And what are these? We try to count them. Actually, that is P times Q, right? So we just found out the P. The P times the quantity. So that is 18. 14 times 2, 28. And then 3 times 10, 30. 24. And 10. Okay, so that's all. Then we have to find out the consumer surplus. Consumer surplus is equal to the total benefits minus the total expenditure or total revenue. So simple, using this number to minus using total benefit to minus total revenue. So this is 0. Then the second one is 32 minus 28, that's 4. The third one is 12. To do the same thing, 24 and 40. Okay, these are the numbers, okay? Although it's a very special, but you can... Actually, it should be increasing, right? So, this is how you calculate it. And if you try to translate it into the diagram, it's just D, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here, the first unit, we have for the marginal benefit, it is 18. Something like this, okay? So, here, the first, about the consumer part, and for the producer part, very similar. Because the S is equal to the minus marginal cost. So, actually, price and the marginal cost are the same. So, in every unit, the marginal cost is equal to the price, okay, they're exactly the same, and the total cost just sum all the marginal costs, okay. First unit only one unit, so it's 4, but the second one to sum up 4 plus 7, that's 11. The third one is 11 plus 10, that will be 21 plus 13, so 34, then 50, okay. That is total cost. Total revenue, that is P times Q. So we're using the price and the quantity to times. That is 4, 7 times 2, that is 14, 10 times 3, 30. 13 times 4, 42, and 80. Is that? Oh, sorry, it's not 80. Oh, yeah. So, then producer surplus is the total total revenue minus the total cost. Okay, that means we're using this number to minus this. Okay, so 4 minus 4, 0. 14 minus 11, 3. 13 minus 21, 9. Okay, then so on and so on, 30. Okay, these are you're just thinking about the profit. Okay, okay, so that's all for the calculation. Just a reminder, if you find it confused, no need to worry. The most important part is that you can identify these things in the diagram.